A Duluth felon will spend more than 13 years in prison for drug trafficking. 44-year-old Diaunte Shields was sentenced this week in federal court. Along with the prison time, he was sentenced to 5 years of supervised release. According to court documents, last February, a search warrant was executed at his apartment in the Duluth Heights neighborhood. There, officers discovered more than a kilo of fentanyl. Another kilo of cocaine was also discovered in a FedEx box, along with meth, a gun and ammunition, and more than $33,000 in cash. Shields pleaded guilty to 1 count of possession of drugs with the intent to distribute last August. The amount of drugs he had has the potential to kill more than 500,000 people, according to the DEA.